Hey there, my friend. Hello. I'm so glad you're joining me for this practice. To get started, come to the top of your mat, a little rock heel, ball of the foot. And then from here, arms out and up overhead. Big breath in. Exhale, hands to the side of the body. And let's do that again. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. This time, exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. All right, this first forward fold. Hang heavy here, maybe a little bit of movement, a little sway. Fully release the head. And then from here, let's come up halfway, flat back, hands support you. Exhale, fold forward, let it go. Sweep the arms out and up overhead, rise to standing with the big breath in. Exhale, hands to the heart. All right, arms right back up overhead. Interlace your fingers here. Send your hips over to the right. Let's lean to the left. Right ribs open up, right underarm open up to the sky. And then inhale through center. Exhale over to the left. So same thing here. Good. And then inhale through center. Exhale, cactus the elbows. Open through the chest as you release the hands to the low back. Maybe the hands pull down towards the bottom as you lift open through the chest, maybe a little back bend. And then slowly fold forward all the way down with clasped hands. All right, just another breath. And without a slingshot, release the arms down to the sides. Let's walk the fingers over to the right, hips over to the left. Release then through center, take it over to the left. All right, back and through center. We'll pause here and come up halfway. More challenge, bring the arms out into a T, palms down for another breath in. And then exhale, fold forward, let it go. All right, sweep those arms back out to the side, up overhead, rise to standing, and close hands to heart center. Nicely done. Let's go back up overhead with those arms. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, step that left leg back, a full leg length, high lunge. Little movement on the ball of the left foot. And then straighten the right leg. Draw the hips back, that right hip crease back. Little movement maybe on the ball of the left foot. Adjust with the hand placement as you need to. And then inhale back into high lunge. Let's take a twist. Right arm up to the sky. Reach that right hand now past your head. And then back up and reach back behind you. Good. Bring that right arm back up and close. Right hand back to the mat. Quarter turn to the left into forward or wide-legged forward fold. And then we're going to bend one knee, straighten the opposite leg. Yeah, so let's just move again through center. Take it over to that left side. Left knee bends, right leg straight. Through center, back to the right side. Through center now, let's pause, wide-legged forward fold. Maybe hands to the ankles if that's comfortable. One more little breath here as we lift up halfway. And then quarter turn to the left. From high lunge, step back to downward facing dog. So pause in this down dog. Little pedal through the legs. And then from here, inhale forward to plank. Lower knees, chest and chin. Inhale, scoop right up into cobra. Tuck the toes under, press up and back to down dog. All right, from here, let's take that left leg up into the air. Step it in between the hands. High lunge on the other side. Little rock on the ball of the right foot. And then straighten the left leg. Draw that left hip crease back. Little movement that helps. All right, then let's come back into the high lunge. Right hand under the right shoulder, left arm up to the sky for the twist. Pausing here, then reach that left hand past your head. Open up even deeper here. And then reach it back behind you. Nicely done. Back up overhead. Bring the left hand down on the exhale. Quarter turn through wide-legged forward fold. Keep that right knee bent, left leg straight. And then through center, same thing. Side to side. All right, right, one more time over to the left here, and then we'll meet back in center, wide-legged forward fold. All right, just another little breath. And then bring those hands underneath your face. Left hand down, reach the right arm up towards the sky for the twist here. Lean back to the left. And then close on the exhale. Right hand comes down. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Remember, the palm is to the left. One more breath in. And when you're ready, close left hand down. Nicely done. Let's get that flat back to help walk around, quarter turn to the right. From there, step to down dog. And let's take the vinyasa here together. So from down dog, inhale, come forward into plank, chaturanga or modify, upward facing dog or cobra, and we will meet downward facing dog. A couple of breaths here. All right, then take the right leg up into the air, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, bring it up. Right knee to the left elbow. Inhale, back up, three-legged dog. Right knee all the way in through center and rise up, crescent pose. All right, crescent pose. That left heel is lifted. Pull your right hip crease back. Tailbone draws under, lift up through the chest. So grounded through the feet, but light, lifting up through that torso. One more breath in. And we open up on the exhale, warrior two. So readjust the feet here, gaze over the right fingertips. Steady the breath. And from warrior two, flip your right palm up towards the sky. We're getting ready for reverse warrior. So exhale, reach it back. Left hand supports you. And then inhale back through center. Let's come right into extended side angle. Right forearm to the right thigh, or you can float the arm like I'm doing, but left hand past the head. One more breath. And then back up in through center. This time reverse triangle. Right leg is straight. So long line from those right fingertips to the right toes. Gaze in a comfortable direction. And then inhale back in through center. Exhale right back into extended side angle. Option here is to bind that top arm, bending the elbow, maybe the hand just to the small of the back. All right, from here, we're going to shift the weight back to that left leg, transition to Skandasana. Bend the left knee, those right toes up towards the sky, right leg is straight. Pausing here. And then softly walk it back forward through high lunge, step to downward facing dog. All right, so hang out in this down dog. You can take the vinyasa if you want, or hold steady here. We're going to move through a little wave-like motion. So from this down dog, let's inhale forward to plank. Bend the knees, press your torso back to the thighs, hips up, down dog. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale, press it back and up. One more time, inhale forward to plank, bend the knees, torso presses back towards the thighs, hips come up. Nicely done. All right, from here, plank chaturanga if you want, or stay in downward facing dog, your choice. Easy breath. Then right leg up, right knee to the right elbow, to the left elbow, right elbow, left elbow, still through plank to the right, still to the left. Good. Then plant that foot right in between those hands, ground your left foot, and rise up for warrior one. So the left heel is grounded, right knee over that right ankle. Remember, draw that right hip crease back, and on the exhale, open up warrior two. Nicely done. Readjust the feet, and then straighten that right leg, parallel the feet as you inhale up. Exhale into forward fold, wide-legged forward fold. We're passing through, so walk around from there, quarter turn to the left through high lunge, and step back to down dog. Left leg up. Left knee to left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Over to the right elbow. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through. Rise up, Crescent Pose. Other side here. So pause, steady the breath. Nicely done. Right, draw that left hip crease back. Just another breath here. And on your exhale, we're going to open up Warrior Two. Just like the other side. Remember to gaze over those left fingertips. Left knee over the left ankle. Back leg is strong. And from here, we're going to flip your left palm up towards the sky. And on your exhale, take Reverse Warrior. So reach left fingers back. Maybe gaze down at that right foot. And then inhale up back through center, extended side angle. All right, so that left hand may float here, left forearm to the thigh. Inhale, reverse. Let's bring it back up, reverse triangle. Remember, left leg is straight. Good. Then inhale through center. Softly exhale right back into extended side angle. Left knee is bent. Option if you want the bind here, or just bend that right elbow, palm to the small of the back. Just an option. You don't have to. From here, let's transition to Skandasana. So shift the weight back to that right leg. Lower the hips. Hands into prayer, or maybe onto the ground in front of you. Those left toes to the sky. Nicely done, my friend. From here, let's walk it back around to the left from high lunge to down dog. All right, so pausing here. Find the breath. And then inhale, let's come forward. Exhale, chaturanga or modify. Right, we meet in down dog. Let's take those little down dog waves again. Right, so pausing here, cleansing breath out of the mouth if you need. And inhale forward to plank. Bend the knees, press the torso back. Good. Let's do it again. Inhale forward to plank, press the torso back, and then straighten the legs to down dog. Left leg up into the air. Left knee over to the left shoulder or left elbow, and then cross the body to the right, back to the left. Back and through center, ground that foot. Rise up, Warrior One. All right, left hip crease pulls back. Press through the pinky edge of your right foot. One more breath. And we're going to open up from here, Warrior Two. Readjust the feet. Just a couple of breaths. Good. And then straightening that left leg. Inhale, arms overhead, parallel the feet, and exhale right into wide-legged forward fold. Pausing here. Maybe a little movement. Let things settle. And then heel toe your feet together. Or step them together, whatever works, right? But feet are touching here. You're in a forward fold facing the long edge of the mat. And then bend the knees, lower the hips down, come up onto the balls of the feet. Maybe one hand at a time, you lift up, coming into toe stand. Hands can rest on the thighs. Right, the gaze is soft. For a little more challenge, hands can come into prayer, and in just a moment, slowly press yourself all the way up to standing. Yay! Nicely done. All right. From here, let's come around back to the top of the mat. And inhale, arms up overhead. Big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. All right, let's step it back from here. One leg at a time, you're going to go into plank pose. All right, from plank, right hand comes in through center, under the shoulder. Roll over onto the pinky edge of that right foot. Stack your hips for Vashisthasana side plank. Option here is to reach the left hand past your head. A little more challenging, you could float the left leg up. And then pick up that left foot, step the ball of the foot behind you, spiral the chest open towards the sky for Wild Thing. Reach that left arm around and bring it back through Downward Facing Dog. Nicely done. All right, from this down dog, back in through plank, We're coming into side plank on the left, so roll those hips open, facing the right edge of the mat. Right arm reaches up to the sky. From here, you can reach the right hand past your head if you want. Right? You don't have to, but just an option. But then we're going to float the right leg and then place the ball of the right foot behind you. Press into that right foot. Spiral the chest to the sky. Open up, wild thing here on this side. And then slowly roll back in through center. Take it to down dog. From this down dog, big breath in and out. And then tiptoe your way to the top of the mat. All right, so in forward fold. And from here, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up overhead. Big breath in to rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. Oops, actually no. Exhale, go right into chair pose. I fooled myself here. All right, so chair pose. Knees are touching, squeezing in towards midline here. Weight is into your heels. And then release hands into prayer. We're going to take a twist over to the right. Left elbow outside of that right knee. Your palms press into each other. Sit your booty low. Nicely done. And we're going to release back in through center, right into chair. Stay with it. Hands into prayer. Let's take the twist to the left. So right elbow outside of the left knee. Hips sink low. Nicely done. Then we release back and through center. Still in that chair. Arms make the Y here. Stay with it. And exhale, let it go. Nicely done. Arms out and up overhead. Big breath in. Exhale, hands to Samastiti at heart center. All right, take a little breather. Cleansing breath if you need it. And from here, my friend, we're going to shift weight over to that left foot. And let's draw the right knee into the chest. Roll the right ankle. Yeah. And from here, we're transitioning one-legged chair, or actually half salute first. So take the arms up overhead. That right thigh floats. And now one-legged chair. Bend the left knee. Right ankle to the top of that left thigh. Deep bend here in the or at the waist. Helps make it a little bit easier. Steady the breath. And then slowly inhale, we're going to unwind. Bring it all the way back up through half salute. Exhale, right foot down and hands to heart center. Let's take it to the other side. So weight into the right foot. Draw the left knee into your chest. Roll that left ankle. Nicely done. From here, take the arms up overhead, half salute. And when you're ready, one-legged chair. So bend the right knee. Left ankle comes on that thigh. Sit your butt back, right? That'll make it a little bit easier. Nicely done. Maybe just another breath or two here. All right. And we're going to rise back up, half salute, arms overhead. Exhale, bring that left foot down. From here, one more big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Let it go. All right. And then one leg at a time. Let's step back to plank. And from this plank, pause, big breath in. And then knee taps. Bend the knees, straighten. Yep. Bend the knees, straighten. Bend the knees, straighten. Bend. Let's lower down, knees, chest, and chin. Scoop it right up into cobra. Tuck your toes under, up and back to down dog. Start to tiptoe your feet forward, center of the mat, cross one leg behind the other, and then bend the knees and come on down into a seat, Sukhasana. This easy cross-legged seat here, right? So maybe roll the shoulders, let the head roll side to side, but maybe a cleansing breath would feel good. And then hands come behind you. Let's separate the feet hip distance, little windshield wipers with the knees. And then coming back into the seated position, hands maybe to the backs of the legs, the tops of the shins. But let's come into boat pose. Float the thighs shins parallel to the floor. Right? You could straighten the legs here if you want to. Lift up through the chest. Nicely done. Another breath in and then exhale. Let's bring soles of the feet together. Knees open out to the side. Hinge forward at the waist here. Fold over those legs. Maybe walk the hands out. Couple of breaths. And then walk it back in. Close the knees. We're coming right back into boat pose. So shift the weight back. Balance on the sits bones. Shins parallel to the ground. Arms to the side if you want. Or for more challenge, peace fingers to your big toes here. Try to straighten both legs, but lift up through the chest. Don't collapse in the back. Right? Have a little fun with it. Maybe let go. Or come back into the boat pose. And then rock yourself back. Hot diggity dog. Nicely done, my friend. All right, come on down onto your mat. Let's take just a little breather here. Legs could be straight or soles of the feet together, the knees out to the side. Big breath in through the nose, out of the mouth, and then knees into the chest. Rock yourself back up to a seat. We're going to flip around from here to hands and knees, and let's take child's pose just for a couple of breaths. Knees wide apart. Hips to the heels, and then slowly come back up through hands and knees. Tuck your toes under, and let's go back to downward facing dog. All right, from here, setting up for pigeon. So lift the right leg, bring the right knee behind the right wrist, ankle behind the left wrist. Adjust yourself here, and remember, let's lift up through the chest first. Tailbone draws under actively, protect the low back, and on the exhale, fold forward. So a couple of pointers about pigeon. Remember, if the shin is parallel to the short edge of your mat like mine is, keep your right foot flexed. If the shin is more at an angle that the toes on that right foot point to the left hip, and then just let the foot be pointed there. Right? Take just another couple of breaths here. Release tension in the neck and the shoulders. Right? So we're not clenching anywhere. And then slowly start to walk your hands back in. Again, lift up here through the chest. Big opening. If you want the quad stretch here, bend your left knee, grab a hold of that foot with your left hand. It's a huge stretch, so you don't have to do it. Just listen to your body. And then coming out when you're ready, slowly make your way back up to down dog. We do that just to give us a little lift here on this left leg so we can come into pigeon other side. All right, so left knee behind the left wrist, left ankle behind the right wrist. Adjust yourself accordingly here with that back foot as a little assistant. All right, tailbone draws down, lift up through the chest, and when you're ready with an exhale, fold forward. Remember, this side may feel different than the right. Make sure you're not clenching anything in the jaw or the space underneath your eyes, or the back of the neck. Big breath in, maybe a little cleansing breath out of the mouth would feel good. Right, see how much you can let go here. Maybe one more big breath. All right. And then just like that other side, we're going to use the hands here, slowly walk it back up. Again, we lift up through the chest, get long and tall here. Option for the quad stretch on this side. You could bend the right knee, hand to that right foot, or skip it. Just listen to what your body needs. And then coming out of this slowly, one final time, we're going to take it back up through that down dog just to make sure everything's good. Shake out the legs. And then softly from here, my friend, come to your knees. And let's take child's pose, just a couple of breaths. So pausing in child's, little sigh. Alrighty. And then when you're ready, let's bring it back up through hands and knees and flip yourself around. Come on down to your back and lower all the way down. All right, maybe a little bit of movement if you need to. Otherwise, let's stretch those legs all the way down. You could reach the arms perhaps right up over your face towards the sky. And then give yourself a little hug here. Wrap one arm over the other. Now I'm going to invite you, if you want a little bit longer Shavasana, stay right here. Give me a pause. Otherwise, just staying for just a few more moments, a couple of breaths. And just as if we were in class together, we'll finish this practice with 3 cleansing breaths I'll talk us through. So hand to heart, hand to belly, air from the abdomen. Let's take a big breath in through the nose. Open mouth, let it out. And again, breath in and out. And breath in and out. Releasing hands to heart center. Thank you for letting me guide this practice. Namaste. See you soon.